Yellow. Well, today is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And today is the day that Yani wanted to get married. And I shouldn't be up here looking busted, but I feel busted right now because I'm sick. So, um, so that it is what it is. Um, Last year around this time, I made up these shirts that said, "The week I was to become Michelle Strickax, in loving memory of Yani Jong Strickax." Hold on, can I get it up? I said yes, always faithful. Yeah, that's what it says. And there's like a picture on it. um, there it is. Us in the car, the ring, all that stuff. Um, I guess. Well, I'm gonna have to not look at myself because not in the best of sorts. Probably on the weekend I'll put myself together and do something nice, but right now it's just not happening. Um, Sorry, bear with me today. So what I see is like it would have today my gift to him, like today what happened, I guess, in the sphere of my life and my head and my thoughts and everything that's going on is, you know, um, it would have been a really good thing for me to be married to Yanni because he was so, and his family, and some people may disagree, but when we were, closing down all of his things, and I went through his drawers and in his documents, like how he would document all of his bills and all of that was just in like drug lord precision. It was all laid out flat, every little note taken, um, everything in so much order. And I don't agree with Jordan Peterson when he says that the woman is chaotic and blah blah blah, but let me tell you something. It is a kindness that you cannot see the chaos that my place is in right now. And you know when you have a man in your life, it's a very grounding structure, a figure, so, like having somebody in your life really helps to um, sort yourself out. And I don't know how the Bible calls it iron sharpeneth iron, but I've had girlfriends who say, before um, they were married, all of their clothes was on their bed, and all their clean laundry was on their bed. Are not even married; they're just like with their partner, doing whatever they're doing. um, that and they would just sleep in a messy bed. But now that they have their significant other, things have to be a certain way, and they have that way of balancing each other out. I think that's what I'm looking for, the balancing of each other out. Um, so and little things that happened today, I just kept on saying in my mind, oh, if I was married to Yanni, I wouldn't be doing this, or this would be different, or that would be different, or this would be different, and whatever. So it would have been nice to, that being said, it would have been nice to have been married. Um, I don't know why he chose the 23rd of August. It was a random date. Everything was very random for me. Even the proposal because, you know, people know how I like to document things, as I obviously do, as I'm here. But that night, I thought we were going to do the official breakup because, you know, I thought we were going to break up and he proposed to me. So in life, you got to be adaptable and malleable and be able to switch it up at a moment's notice. So he wanted to get married August the 23rd. I'll probably, if I can edit this, I will put his little paper that he had on his wall of his goals, what he wanted to do. Um, I'll put that as the thumbnail. You know, um, why he wanted August 23rd, I don't know. I don't know. I will have to ask him when I get to heaven, to where he is. I'll have to ask him that. But what I'm going to do today is, well, I went to the doctor's today. I was wearing my shirt. I was representing, you know. And like, honestly, I want to start a movement on this week. On this week, I'm going to do something like a health and fitness thing, because maybe a methionine fast, so that people will fast from methionine. They will eat things that don't contain methionine, because we were eating very healthy, I guess, um, to mitigate the cancer. So of course I get a knock at the door now. Ah, 1 second. Who is it? Doug? I don't want to get you sick. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna put. Should I put a bag at the door? Hold on. I'm coming closer. Hold on. No, 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 Doug, no. Okay, Doug, I don't want to get you sick. Okay, but masks are not foolproof. Should I put a bag in outside of the door? Doug, you can't do that. Masks they don't stop anything from going through. Uh, oh, but it's no, whatever. I don't know if you just heard that, but I was trying to get Doug not to pass me stuff because I'm sick and I don't want to get him sick. But men, they just have, they're just such interesting creatures, okay? Such interesting creatures. So, yes, today I want to commemorate this day that I was supposed to be married to Yani. I look busted, okay? I don't know what to do about that right now, okay? It is what it is. My throat is burning like a fire on a stove. That my ears are popping, my even up to my like everything inside is burning, just hurts. I just can't. I actually took the day off of work, which I don't usually do, but since last Tuesday, I was sick and I'm just in agony. I'm exhausted by it now. By this time, I'm just like, I still haven't gotten through this. Come on, come on. It did get better after my last Bible study, so maybe I should do a Bible study. Bible study marathon. Methionine fast this week and Bible study marathon for good health, I tell you. So, yes, and I got this book. Is it upside down? It says New Beginnings, New, sorry, Mindset, New Focus, New Intentions, New Results. So, I'm going to do the first. I got this beautiful book from Value Village because why would we really go to Kohl's and pay like a whole bunch for this, you know? I got the whole thing, nothing in it. It came in a package of a bunch of books. So the first page says it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Today's focus. Well, the day is pretty much gone, but today's focus will be commemorating the day I should have been married. Wow, this pen is not working right now. I don't know why. Okay, today's focus. Pen work. Today's focus. Come on, hello. Okay, main priorities. Task lists, appointments, must do, coming up tomorrow, today's achievements, and then notes. Okay, so as soon as I get a pen that works, we'll be in business. So just hang on a second. Okay, even better. I found a pencil. Okay, so today's focus. Okay, commemorating. Oh, let me put the date. I am notorious for not putting the date. So today is 08 23rd 2022. So last year I was just touching down with what's his name, Joe, in Montreal. And wearing my shirt. That's what I was doing last year. You know, it just goes to show you that things are very different from one moment to the next. Nothing is ever the same. So you need to enjoy and relish in every moment that you're in because you're never going to get it back. So my main priority today is, I had to figure out the health and safety standards for work concerning some other issues. I did that. Um, And then I went to the doctors, and then doctors, and I think get healthy, cleaning. I got to keep testing. Oh, there's it's like list form. Okay, that's good. Okay, so doctors. Now I have to scan this. I wanted them to email me. What? Ugh. You can just don't ever send people to do your work, because then they will just mess up the entire thing. I sent a friend to give them my email address. What does he do? He comes with a paper format of my doctor's letter. That is not what I asked for. You just created more work for me. So I have to go find Staples somewhere, go and scan it for however many umpteen dollars. Okay, these services cost a lot of money, and it's only Staples that does it. That's out in the middle of nowhere all the time, and oh my goodness, sorry. I'm just getting upset now. I'm getting really upset. So scan doctor's note. Print program plan. This is supposed to be enjoyable. This is not enjoyable thinking about what I got to do. I don't know. What are my main priorities today? Okay, cleaning, health and safety, doctor's note, commemorating the day Yani proposed to me. Appointments to keep. My doctor's appointment. Appointment with Staples. Whatever. Must do. It's like, I wish people would just follow my instructions, because when they don't, it just creates a whole lot of work for me. Today's achievements. Upcoming. What's coming up tomorrow? A day off. I do have a day off tomorrow. So a lot of this extra work that's been created for me, I can do tomorrow. Great. Today's achievements. The doctor. The doctor was a good achievement. Getting to the doctor. Getting on here for live, even though I look busted. Oh, and this shirt was not was not white at all, because it had all types of makeup stains and whatever not. And I had to go get this whitener from this only one store sells it, and bleach it and do all the stuff to it. So cleaning shirt. So now it's nice and white. I'm probably gonna make up a few more of these shirts. What else was an achievement today? I don't know, a lot. I'm a brat to complain. I really am a brat, because I did a lot today. A lot got done. A lot got done. But hopefully more. And then it's like you get 2 steps forward, 6 steps back. I need to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Life will be what it is. Jesus said something about. Anyways, notes for today. What are the notes for today? I don't know. Let it go. How about let it go? Let it go. There's the notes for today. Must do. Breathe. Okay. That's done. Wasn't as fun as I thought it would be. Definitely not. But yeah, so today is the day. I possibly would have been married. Maybe we would not have gotten married on this specific day. This specific day was never a weekend. It wasn't a weekend the day that he chose this day, and it wasn't a weekend today. So I just don't know. I don't know why it was chosen, but um, it was the day that was chosen, regardless. So, where are you now when darkness seems to win? Where are you now when the world is crumbling? Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Look up, child. Ooh. Where are you now when all I feel is doubt? Where are you now when I can't figure it out? Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Ooh, oh, 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 look up, child. Ooh, oh, 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 look up, child. Ooh, oh, 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 look up, child. Ooh, oh. You're not threatened by the war. You're not shaken by the storm. I know you're in control. Even in our suffering, even when it can't be seen, I know you're in control. Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Look up, child. Ooh, oh, oh. Look up, child. I hear you say, look up, child. Ooh, oh, oh. Look up, child. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Look up, child. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're not threatened by the war. You're not shaken by the storm. I know you're in control. Even in our suffering, even when it can't be seen, I know you're in control. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? And why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home. When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches, and I know every moment of my wonder. Oh, sorry. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches, and I know He watches, and I know He watches me. Okay, stop. Sorry. I'm trying to get the lyrics here, and it's giving me the video. I'm letting go of every single dream. I lay each one down at your feet. Every moment of my wandering never changes what you see. I try to win this war, I confess. My hands are weary, I need your rest. Mighty warrior, king of the fight. No matter what I face, you're by my side. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers, as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. Truth is, you know what tomorrow brings. There's not a day ahead you have not seen. So in all things be my life and breath. I want what you want, Lord, and nothing less. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers, as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. You are my strength and comfort. You are my steady hand. You are my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. Your ways are always higher. Your plans are always good. There's not a place where I'll go you ain't already stood. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers, as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. 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 God, you know all things. You know why, and you've got all people and all things in the palm of your hand. So you understand when I don't understand. God, you sent the Comforter. You sent the wiper of all tears. So I just pray that you send a comforter to Kellyanne, Annie's beloved daughter, who's who suffers more than anyone. I don't have the family or the circumstance that I imagined I would last year. But God, even in the middle of the storm, even in my questions, I just pray that your perfect will have its way. And I still trust in you, God. Still trust in you. Through this whole thing, I just trusted in you. You're the only person I can call. You're the only one who's ever always been there. So, God, you bring us through as we just wait on the Lord. You renew our strength. God, I trust you. And you said that you would bring us from glory to glory. Even when we have to start over. Even when it looks like we got to start plans anew. God, you're there. You said you would be there if we called out to you, God, when we were in trouble, when we didn't know what to do. So, God, I'm calling out to you. God, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how to proceed from the place that I am at right now. Light the way. Light the way. You are the God of peace. You are the God of sound mind. Confusion is not my portion as your child. So light my way. I don't serve a God who can't hear, who doesn't know what I'm going through, who doesn't know everything. I serve you, God. So I just pray to be a better servant. Forgive me, Lord, for those things that I've failed to do and those things that I've done that were not according to your will. Help me to get on the right path. God, you're the only one that knows. You're the only one that cares. See me through this time in my life. See those who are impacted by Yani's death through the time of just being in shock and the time of not understanding. Guide us from glory to glory. And as I read your word, as I will do a Bible study, I just pray that you reveal, the Holy Spirit will reveal all truth. God, you'll just continue to be good to us, Lord. Let's have a good rest of the day when this is done. And I pray that this week that I commemorate the week that I was supposed to be married to Yani, I pray that your joy will be involved and your great plans will manifest. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Okay. Well, I'm proud of myself because today was not a disaster, crying disaster for me. Excuse me? No, not you. Don't start when I just say I had a good day. I'm not crying. My cat wants to start. Such nuisance. It's like I went to the Humane Society and I said, "Can you give me your biggest nuisance, please? Can you just? I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Chipping away at my sanity. So can you just give me something to do that? Help that along." Anyways, so I pretty sure I'm pretty sure I finished the last chapter of Joshua. So Judges, I think I did Judges 1 because I was in a hurry. And the angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, "I made you to go up out of Egypt, and I have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you." Sorry. "And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have ye done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns on your sides, and their gods shall be as a snare unto you. And it shall come to pass, when the angel of the Lord spake these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept." So, a couple things before I move on. It says, "I said, I will never break my covenant with you." So, what is a covenant? Today is a day that I'm honoring the covenant of Yani to marry me. We are going to be in covenant together, which is something that is very biblical, very sacred, um, that is never to be broken, you know. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have, you see here, there's conditions. Like, it still needs to happen in an orderly fashion. Doesn't mean that you take it, the institution of a covenant, and you go crazy and use it to do whatever you want with it. There's a certain way that you have to conduct yourself. And so a lot of women, they get scared because they think, oh, if I get married to this guy, I'm locked in and he can act a hot mess. And I'm still locked in to performing my part of it. But no, it doesn't go like that. Covenant, as you even see it here, when one party is not holding up their end, you are not uh, liable to really hold up your end. So a covenant does happen in an environment where two people are honoring that covenant. And it says also what I want to talk about was um, I want to talk about thorns on your side. Um, hmm. Can't remember. The inhabitants land throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Uh, Hold on, I'm just gonna turn on my light because I've been barely seeing now. The natural light is gone. Hold on, I need to call Doug really quickly. Hi, Doug. Thank you again, Doug. Hi, Doug. Thank you again. Okay. Did you give them the email address? Okay. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. 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 And they gave you a copy as well. Okay. Because I just I need to be able to send it to my boss. So hopefully they'll email me. Or if not, I guess too I was thinking I could just email them. But not as yet. Last Yeah, I think they're pretty busy there. Okay. All right. All right. So if anything, I will just email them if anything. But I just want to know if they had gotten it before I emailed them. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. I guess we're both pretty busy these days, so I'm just okay, okay, thank you. Hopefully it works. Okay, and you washed your hands when you got home, right? Okay. Okay, okay, I'll talk to you soon, okay, Doug? Thank you. Bye. Okay. Okay. Um, what was I? Judges. Okay, so And it came to pass when the angel of the Lord spake these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept, and they called the name of that place Bochim, and they sacrificed there unto the Lord. So again, we see the changing of names because the character, depending on something, your name is a mood. It is a personality, a different personality. So they named that land Bochum to represent what had happened there. This is what names are representative of. And they called that name of that place Bochum, and they sacrificed. And then when Joshua had let the people go, the children of Israel went every man unto his inheritance to possess the land. And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua and all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of the Lord that he did for Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old. Okay, I did read this. I did. Because I did talk about Joshua's death. I did. I remember that. I remember talking about Joshua's death. Now, here's this. Oh, no, hold on. But Joshua might have died in Joshua. Yes, he did die in Joshua. Yes. Yes, he did die in Joshua. So I'll just keep reading. Okay, and Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Timnah-Heres. See? Not Yani wasn't the only one who died. Joshua also departed, and we will all go the way of the earth. In the mount of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gash. And also all that generation were gathered unto their fathers. And there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam. So this is why it's important to commemorate people who died, so you remember the story, that time of them. Because if they were commemorating Joshua every time his death came, they would go through those stories again with their kids. Joshua was such a faithful man. He obeyed to the T. One thing that I see with Joshua, which I don't see with any other character so far, is as soon as somebody tells him to do something, he does it to the T. It's recorded. So just an extremely faithful man. I don't think anybody could, only a robot could live up to that standard of faithfulness. But now we have these generations rising up that don't know anything about Joshua, and about Joshua and his time, and what his name represented. His name represented a bunch of people who were serving God. As he was the one who said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." So, what does your name represent? Does your name represent a time of people serving God? And this is why, Yani's final departing wish to his daughter to pray to God is very important. It's very important for me to reiterate this to her family, to her, that, I know the tradition is different, but Yani on his dying bed was asking her to pray to God in his final days. Okay. And done for Israel. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam. And they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods, of the gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves onto them, and provoked the Lord to anger. So you're not supposed to bow yourself down to anybody than the Lord, because God is a jealous God, and they forsook the Lord and served Baal and Asherah. And I feel like God has to give himself that characteristic so that we understand. Don't even look the way of another person to worship them, another saint or this or that. It's just about God. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them in the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. Whithersoever they went out, the hand of the Lord was against them for evil, as the Lord had said, and as the Lord has sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed. Nevertheless, the Lord raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hand of those that spoiled them. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods, and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of the Lord. But they did not. But they did. But they. But they did not so. So they forgot what the good people had done. Oh, sorry, I am all over the place right now. Then sang Deborah. My goodness. Where am I? Where am I, honestly? Okay. Okay, I'm at 2. Okay. And when the Lord raised them up judges, then the Lord was with the judge, and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies all the days of the judge. For he repented the Lord because of their groanings, by reason of them that oppressed them and vexed them. And it came to pass, when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupted themselves more than their fathers, in following other gods to serve them, and to bow down unto them. They ceased not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn way. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people has transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I also will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein, as their fathers did, to keep it or not. Therefore the Lord left those nations throughout, driving them out hastily, neither delivered them unto the hand of Joshua. Now these are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them, as many as Israel had not known all the wars of Canaan, only that the generations of the children of Israel might know to teach them war. At the last such as before knew nothing thereof, namely 5 lords of the Philistines, and all the Canaanites, and the Sidonians, and the Hivites that dwelt in the Mount Lebanon, from Mount Baal-Hermon unto the entering in of Hamath. And they were to prove Israel by them, to know whether they would hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. And the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. So we see how these wars that they're going through is to prove their faith, to prove when you're pressed, it's not a time to let go of God. It's a time to hold on to God ever more so dearly, to never go a day without reading your Bible, to never go a day without praying, because you're in the middle of a war and you need God on your side. And all the more you need to cling to the precepts that will build you up and bring you to that place of deliverance. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served other gods. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and forgot their Lord their God, and served Balaam and the groves. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of the Cushan Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia. And the children of Israel served Cushan Rishathaim 8 years. And when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, 1 second, I gotta turn off this fan. When the children of the Lord of Israel cried out to the Lord raised up a deliverer to the children of Israel, who delivered them, even Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he judged Israel, and went out to war. And the Lord delivered Cushan Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia, onto his hand, and his hand prevailed against Cushan Rishathaim. And the land had rest 40 years, and Othniel, the son of Kenaz, died. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord strengthened Elgon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord. And he gathered unto him the children of Ammon, Amalek, and went and smote Israel, and possessed the city of palm trees. So the children of Israel served Elgon, the king of Moab, 18 years. But when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord raised them up a deliverer, Ehud, the son of Jerah, the Benjamite, a man left-handed. And by him the children of Israel sent a present unto Eglon, the king of Moab. But Ehud made him a dagger which had 2 edges of a cubit length, and he did gird it upon his raiment upon his right thigh. And he brought the present unto Elgon, king of Moab. And Elgon was a very fat man. And when he had made an end to offer the present, he sent away the people that bare the present. But he himself turned again from the prairies that were by Gilgal, and said, I have a secret errand unto thee, O king. Who said, Keep silence. And all that stood by him went out from him. I feel like I read this already. So I don't think I'm going to read it again, but I'm not going to go on. But you see how this person, Ehud, what's his name? He's easy to be bribed. He wants a gift. He knows that this guy's his enemy. But because of the gift, he's there with him to receive the gift. So it's very important to receive gifts from your friends, not from, oh, kitty, get off of my thing. Oh, I don't know if this cat is friend or foe. We're going to get into the story of Jezebel, I think it is. Or of Barak. So let me just, I'm going to read 4 now. So this is Judges 4. And the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord when Ehud was dead. And the Lord sold them unto the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor. The captain of those hosts was Sisera, which dwelt in Haorsheth of the Gentiles. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, for he had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. And Deborah, the prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, she judged Israel at that time. So we have female judge. And she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment. And she sent and called Barak, the son of Abinoam, out of Kadesh Naphtali, and said unto him, Has not the Lord God of Israel commanded, saying, Go and draw towards Mount Tabor, and take with thee 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali, and out of the children of Zebulun, and I will draw unto thee to river Kishon Sisera, the captain of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude, and I will deliver him unto thine hand. And Barak said to her, If thou wilt go with me, then I will go. But if thou wilt not go with me, then I will not go. And she said, I will surely go with thee. Notwithstanding, the journey that thou takest shall not be for thine honor, for the Lord will sell Caesarea unto the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. So this little bit, people have speculated that the reason why his honor was taken away from him is because he is not being strong, not being courageous, and needing her support. So therefore, in trade of that is is uh is his honor, and him not having the honor, and there's something to be said of, yeah, there's times in life where you have to be courageous and you have to fight and you have to be on your own. And the good thing about that is that you get the, what is it called here? Is it called honor? The honor goes to you because you had the honor of doing it by yourself. But when you do not prove yourself strong and just do what you got to do, and you have to have this person with you and have that person with you and have all this support and blah 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 blah, and have a little pacifier person, I'm talking to myself now, then you don't get any honor for what you did because you had support, right? And maybe you do all the work and that person is just there, but you don't get any honor. And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh, and he went up with 10,000 men at his feet, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber and Kenite, which was of the children of Horeb, the father-in-law of Moses, had served himself from the Kenites, and pitched his tent into the plain of Zanim, which is by Kadesh. And they showed Sisera that Barak, the son of Abinoam, was gone up to Mount Tabor. And Sisera gathered together all his chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him from Horoseth of the Gentiles onto the river Kishon. Now this is a great defeat, but he's still not going to get any honor. And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day in which the Lord has delivered Sisera unto thine hand. Is not the Lord God out before thee? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor, 10,000 men after him. And the Lord discomfited Sisera and all his chariots and all his hosts with the edge of the sword before Barak, so that Sisera lightened down off of his chariot and fled away on his feet. But Barak pursued after the chariots and after the host to Horesheth of the Gentiles, And all the hosts of Sisera fell upon the edge of the sword, and there was not a man left. Howbeit Sisera fled away on his feet to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. For there was peace between Jabin, the king of Hazor, and the house of Heber the Kenite. And Jael went out to meet Sisera, and said unto him, Turn in, my lord, turn in to me, fear not. And when he had turned in unto her into the tent, she covered him with a mantle. And he said unto her, Give me, I pray thee, a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. And she opened a bottle of milk and gave him drink and covered him. So this is a problem when things are like murky like this, or you don't know who's your foe, who's your enemy, who's your friend. So you're running into people's houses who are actually your enemy, but because you're calling them your friend, you're all confused and you don't know who's your enemy and who's your friend. This is when everything is just all mixed up and muddled. And this is why, it's important to really make a distinction. Who are your friends? Who are your enemies? Okay, so you're running to the right house when it's time, because here she's going to give him milk. Milk is to make. I was raised on a goat farm in Orangeville for a portion of my life. Let me tell you something about getting milk if you ask for air to breathe, if you ask for water, if you ask for juice, if you ask for anything, what you get goat milk. Everything I got goat milk. Stinky, stinky milk. So it smelled like ugh. Okay, but